Substantial progress more than just one night of the season would be preferred. MarkRogersTV, the voice of college football, breaking down all the Power 5 conferences, including our trip into the ACC. And we start at the bottom in the Atlantic Division with the Syracuse Orange. 4-8 last season, 2-6 in conference play. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is the very best in college football for the smart fan. Like, comment, and subscribe, and of course, join our mailing list as well at MarkRogersTV for your newsletter each and every week of the college football season. All right, Dino Babers, it feels as though he's making progress. It feels that way, but the year-end results speak otherwise. And then there's that one game per season, the last two seasons at least. In 2016, Syracuse upset Virginia Tech at home. That was a big win considering the disparity between the two teams. Virginia Tech went on to the ACC championship game. And then last season, they one-upped it in defeating a team that has dominated the ACC the last few years and gone on to the college football playoff and were the defending national champion at the time. Syracuse over Clemson on that Friday night at home. But other than that, not a whole lot of progress can be seen. Progress would be a little bit easier to come by if they could keep their quarterback, Eric Dungey, on the field. Stay healthy, Eric. 60% completion percentage, 9 rushing touchdowns, 14 through the air, and 9 interceptions. He's a 3-year starter. 3-year starter, think about this, and he has yet to play a game past November 7th. When he's on the field, he's impressive to watch. Not from a talent standpoint necessarily. He's just tough. He's a leader. He's a gamer. He threatens the defense outside the pocket, so he's got a savvy for knowing when to run, when to pull it back, and throw it downfield. He's a gamer, but he's not in the game enough. Okay, the backups are pretty good as well. Rex Culpepper came in one of the final games of last season against Boston College and completed 24 of 34 passes, played a pretty good game. And then there is the 4-star that everyone that roots for the Orange is looking forward to watching, and that's Tommy DeVito. All right, at the wide receiver position, we know in the Dino Baber offense that this is crucial, that you have wide receivers who can, of course, catch the ball in space and make a move and make a defender miss, because there's going to be a lot of short passes and there's going to be a lot of traffic, a lot of bubble screens, a lot of slip screens, and not a lot of throws way down the field. So the wide receivers have to be able to run after the catch. Irvin Phillips and Stephen Ishmael, they just simply caught the football last year. 194 receptions, but they're both gone. Replacing them, you've got a host of wide receivers because, of course, in this offense, a number of guys will play. That includes Devin Butler, who caught 33 passes last year, Sean Riley, Jamal Custis. The tight end is Ravion Pierre, who caught 27 passes and 4 touchdowns. The running backs, of course, get into the act as well in the passing game, but they've got to somewhat balance the pass with the run, of course. Dante Strickland has been around the program for quite some time. He only averaged 3.8 yards per carry last year. Mo Neal, ditto. He's a veteran, 5.3 yards per carry. And Mackenzie Pierre at 3.6 yards per carry. Okay, the offensive line, everyone's back, including all-ACC performer Evan Adams. And also, they get a plus here from Texas A&M. They're starting offensive tackle Cody Martin. So an SEC starter at offensive tackle and Cody Martin coming to upstate New York. That doesn't happen every day. On the defensive side of the ball, they will play the 3-4. They will play it well at the 3 position, not necessarily the 4 position, meaning the defensive line, and this is a real change-up for Syracuse football in recent years. The defensive line is going to be a strength on this team. The rest of the defense is extremely thin, losing most of its playmakers from 2017. The linebackers made all the plays, really, as the running game and all the plays flowed to them, and all those linebackers that made those plays are gone. And the backups don't have much of a track record and not many stars next to their name in the recruiting rankings. The horrible pass defense for this defense last season, doesn't have a whole lot of hope for improvement this year. You do have cornerback Christopher Frederick. He's a good player. And the other one in Scoop Bradshaw, they come back. And safety, Evan Foster is a leader on this defense with 64 total tackles. Your place kicker's back for Syracuse. Cole Murphy, he hit on 11 of 11 field goals inside 40 yards, and he was 20 of 27 overall. All right, let's look at the Syracuse schedule. In non-conference play, they've got 3 games that they have to win if they hope to get to postseason play. They've got Western Michigan, Wagner, and UConn. Win those 3. It's a must. The other game, Notre Dame at the Meadowlands, most likely that's a loss. It's about a 10 to 15% chance that Syracuse will win over Notre Dame at the Meadowlands, even at a neutral site in November. Okay, looking at the ACC schedule, they've got games out of division against North Carolina and Pitt, so that's a favor to Syracuse. No Miami, Virginia Tech, Duke, Georgia Tech, not even the marginal teams. Most likely, at least in North Carolina, one of the 2 worst teams in the other division. Pitt, not great either. So between North Carolina, Pitt, and Wake, I would say that that's where most likely the win opportunities come in conference. Also, they've got an outside shot to beat Boston College and Louisville at home. Okay, let's give them 2 wins in the ACC against a group that involves those 5 teams. They win the 3 out of conference, lose to Notre Dame. It doesn't quite get Dino Babers and company to postseason play at 5-7, 2-6 in the ACC. That's my take on the Orange in 2018. Leave your prediction in the comments section for not just the overall record, but the ACC record as well. And we will look it over here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football.